Zero Mission. What's there to say about Zero Mission that hasn't already been said? I mean, come on. It's a reimagining of the very first Metroid game ever made. Not to mention, this is still the only way I was able to get through the original Metroid story. It's on my bucket list to complete the original, and when I do, the world will know. Ah, Metroid Fusion. I have very fond memories of this game. That is before my brother sold it because he needed money. But before that happened, however, I kept getting stuck at this one part, and when I rebought the game, hopefully getting past that part, I couldn't find where I was getting stuck, and played through the game with nearly no pauses. Except when SAX killed me, which was a lot. And then there was that stealth mission as Zero Suit Samus? Yeah, I don't want to talk about my playthrough experience of that either. Otherwise, excellent game with a good being stalked kind of vibe. Because, you know, you are being stalked by, like, what, 10 SAXs? Other M. Well, I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me on this list, but F those people. When I fell in love with Metroid, it was because of the story, but visually, it was because of Mother Brain. That's right, Mother Brain. When I saw that Nintendo brought her back for another installment in the Metroid story, I was sold. I didn't need anything else. She makes the franchise for me. I don't care for Ridley. In fact, I find him a bit annoying and sad, considering he's never been the final boss, though he's Samus's arch rival. Seeing her in a whole new form, granted, it wasn't the same MB that Samus first met in the original Metroid, Melissa still makes me extremely happy, and this game looks amazing and plays pretty well for Metroid having been brought into the 3D format. Super Metroid. I know this is shocking to not be at the number 1 spot, especially since this game ties into my childhood immensely, but like I stated previously, I fell in love with Metroid for the story, and although this is my favorite part in the story, it's also only the middle segment in my top 3. This game made a huge emotional impact on me. I remember as a small kid watching my brother beat the game. I watched him defeat Mother Brain, and I watched the Super Metroid sacrifice itself for Samus. This was huge to me, and I was only like 5. This game made me fall in love with Mother Brain and the Metroids. They sound the cutest in Super Metroid versus all the other games they make noise in. Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. I already know what you're thinking. What the fuck's wrong with me, right? Yet again, I fell in love with Metroid for the story. This game kicks off what gets the story really going for me. If you notice my list in reverse, these games go in order minus my number 5 choice. True, this game is pretty short and fairly boring, but it's also the only Metroid game I had no problems beating at almost 100%. I don't play Metroid games getting all the items because I feel that lose the difficulty and mystery of the Metroid world for me. Saving the Infinite Metroid at the end of the game brought on Super Metroid, which in turn brought on Other M, which then led to Metroid Fusion. Bonus! This game also has my favorite Morph Ball power-up in it, Spider Ball. Who doesn't love going around sticking on all the walls and not having to be magnetic for it to work? Those were the days. Well, thanks for checking out my list. This channel will have other video game videos posted as time goes on, but the quality will be quite low for a while. Feel free to fave and leave a comment.